going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here. The brand new season is a few nights away. The transfer window has been slammed shut today. A very, very upsetting day. What do you make of it, Sim?
I'm gutted. I'm shocked. Or I don't know if I'm even that surprised, but listen, we've gone through a whole transfer window. From everything that was said at the back end of last season, moving to a new stadium, the need for a marquee signing, the need for a central midfielder, even another winger, and nothing, zero, zip. How can we move? How can we progress on how we've been performing last season without signing anyone? It's ridiculous.
I mean,
it's ridiculous.
There was all these question marks over Pochettino's future at the back end of last season. There was the showdown talks. Apparently, we don't know what was actually said in these meetings, but
the rumours
that it was a kind of deal between the two, Pochettino and Levy. Levy was going to back Pochettino this summer like he's never backed any manager before, really. Pochettino then came out and said, we need to get our business done early. We need to get players in before the World Cup. We can't get these players in like just before the season because, they don't get integrated with the squad. They don't have their pre-season. And now we're here at the end of the transfer window. Not one signing. The first time ever in a transfer window, in a summer transfer window, that a team haven't made a signing. And I want to know what the hell is going on.
Well, we did get all our business done before the World Cup, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's an absolute joke. I'm sorry, it is. I put out a message on Twitter saying what message is sent to the players, and I'm getting making no signings, and I'm getting replies saying, "Oh, it means that the board trusts the players. It means the message is, oh, we think the players are good enough." That's not the message. You think the players are going to see it? You think Eriksen's wondering if we think he's good enough? I don't think so. I think Kane is wondering if we think he's good enough. I don't think so. I think they want to see improvements. I think they want to see us go to the next level. You think Eriksen's going to stick around if we're just getting top four every season? You think Kane's just going to stick around if we top four? I don't think so. And it's really frustrating because we're so close. We're literally there. And we just need those extra few signings. I do not believe that we have no money. Zero. We can't afford to buy anyone. We're constantly told by the board, by Levy, by
Donna Cullen,
the transfer window will not be affected by the new stadium. We're constantly told that. Are they lying? Or do we have no money? Which one is it?
Well, in previous transfer windows, we've always broken even. We've always sold to buy. Mm-hmm. We didn't sell this year, so we didn't buy. I think that's the reason we didn't buy. But even then, it's a disgrace because Pochettino was supposed to be back this summer. He was supposed to be back, like I said before, like no other Spurs manager has ever been back before. Mm-hmm. And we're left with nothing. We're going into a season now with exactly the same squad as we had last season.
And I'm not complaining that it's a bad squad. I know it's a good squad. We know it's good. We get people saying, "Oh, we have the best centre-backs in the league. We have such a good squad. Why don't you?" I believe in this squad, but we haven't won anything yet. That's the truth. We haven't. We've won no trophies. We're not saying we haven't played well. Not saying we haven't achieved quite a lot in those 3 years, and we performed brilliantly. I'm so proud of my team. I'm so proud of what we've done. But we have to take that next step. We have to start winning things. We have to. It's 3 seasons now. We're getting top 4, and we have to try and progress as much as we can. And this doesn't show any signs of progression. And people say we're relying on youth. We're relying on people to come through the youth team. Griffiths just left. Bennett's just left. Yeah. What about that? All right, so either we're taking with the youth or we're signing players, but neither's coming.
It doesn't seem like we're going either way.
It doesn't add up.
There's something going on behind the scenes, and I don't know what the answer. I can't even think what it could be.
It has to be the stadium. That's the only excuse I can think of. The only excuse.
It's going to be excuse after excuse, but at the end of the day, you look at last season, we were miles off Man City.
Yeah, miles.
We were miles off Man City.
People play well at Wembley. I don't think that was the only factor.
We played well at Wembley.
We did play well at
record at Wembley, apart from the
people
first
say if we
games
stayed at White Hart Lane, would have won the league. I disagree with
Man
that.
City went out there and smashed out their transfer with Mahrez. How much did they pay for him?
50 million at least.
You know what I mean? They paid at least
60 million.
They paid 50, 60 million for Mahrez. Chelsea now, look at their midfield, looks scary with Jorginho, Kante and Kovacic. Kovacic is the one that we should have got.
Liverpool identified all their problems and signed.
Exactly. Arsenal have made good. I don't know if they're good, but they've made signings.
They've identified areas.
Exactly. They've identified
and
areas.
Everyone knew we needed a central midfielder. Everyone knew that. It was obvious. Dembele's listen, I love Dembele. I think he's on his day. He's one of the best central midfielders in the Premier League. Everyone knows that he hasn't been performing to his best ability consistently for a while now, especially last year. He went through a great period in February, but other than that, it wasn't like he was performing every week. And Wanyama has injury problems. So it's clearly he's injured again. He's not going to be playing. Winks has an ankle problem. And then he was literally with Eric Dyer, who's fantastic, but he's not a world beater by any means. I love Dyer. I think he's great for the squad. He's versatile. But we need a ball player in central midfield. It's obvious. Everyone can see it. And we haven't bought anyone.
But what I'm trying to say is that all these teams have all strengthened, and Man City and Man U finished above us clearly last season. Pretty much.
United's a bit tight, but
but United still has. At least they got a signing in.
They got Fred in, yeah.
And how are we supposed to compete with Man City without making a signing?
You wouldn't want to compete.
We lost in the FA Cup semi-final. We finished third by a long, long way. There's no other way to go. How are we going to go forward?
I don't know. Well, listen, the only way I can see it is
for our young players. Our young players are only getting better.
Not just young players, players like Ali, players like Davinson Sanchez.
Our young players.
Yeah, them getting better, hopefully. Then I guess the theory is if they get sufficiently better, they can take that next step and start competing Man City and them. Maybe. Listen, if that happens, fantastic.
But the problem is, again, if we get a few injuries, we're short again.
Who's our backups? We have centre backs. We got Jan and Sanchez and Toby. If they get injured,
well, one Foyth will be a year older.
He's injured at the moment as well. Yeah, bad injury apparently.
Yeah.
And then fullbacks I think we're okay. Goalkeeper I think we're okay. But then your central midfield was.
But who knows? Danny Rose could leave now until the end of the transfer window as well.
Kyle Walker-Peters coming in, which I don't particularly mind too much. But I think central midfield was screwed. I think wingers we got Son and Lucas. That's it. In the wing.
If all our central midfielders are fit, are we screwed this season?
If all of them are fit, but they're not fit.
If they get fit,
but he's not fit at the moment, so they're already not fit. So you can't even. That's not even a proposition we can think about at the moment because they're not fit at the moment. And apparently Wanyama's out for a while. That's what I'm saying. It's a recurring injury. Winks has an ankle problem, which doesn't seem to be going away. Hopefully it does. I love Winks, but it's not gone away yet. So we'll have to wait and see. And Dembele is constantly always getting injured. He never gets a run of games going.
Yeah.
So it's really worrying from that point of view. And especially, the big thing is everyone's improved their central midfield. That's where they've improved. Arsenal signed Torreira. Chelsea signed Jorginho Kovacic. Man United signed Fred. Liverpool signed Keita and signed Fabinho. That's the key area. Everyone's been improving. Yet we've stood still. And that's the area we've most needed.
So can we still finish in the top four then?
Yes.
How?
Of course, because I think we're still better than Arsenal.
Yeah.
I think we're a more consistent team than them, and I think one of United and Chelsea might implode.
So do you not think the continuity will help us this season?
Of course, 100%. It will definitely help us. Having consistent teams is always a good thing. I wasn't asking for a whole raft of signings.
We just need one or two more.
That's
what the frustrating thing.
We only need one or two signings. I'm not saying we need a whole squad over. We don't. We need one or two signings. That's all we need. And I'll continue the continuity and add a few additions, add a bit more competitiveness to the team because that's always also been a problem last season.
But where do we go from here?
We just have to hope. Obviously, listen. We still got a good team. That's the matter of fact. We got a team that can compete for top four. I think. And I think we've got a team that was close last season in terms of Champions League football. We've got another year experience on us. I think we can maybe go a bit further. I'm hoping maybe get like a quarterfinal or a semi-final of the Champions League. But in terms of really competing, like actually going to win the league or winning the Champions League,
can't see it.
And also another thing is like. If we're getting Champions League football, yet we still can't attract bigger players, what is the point?
It's not that we can't attract them. It's Levy's not going out there and putting down the cash.
But I
don't think it's a thing of that we can't attract these players.
But fine, okay, put it this way. If we're not getting the bigger player, we got Champions League football. One of the benefits of having Champions League football is you're supposed to bring in better players. You're supposed to be easier to bring better players than your opposition.
Yeah.
Arsenal and Chelsea bring in players in the Europa League. Why not just allow top four and win an FA Cup then? Well, why don't we just do that? Why not win a trophy if we're not going to be getting better players? And if it's not going to be helping us progress, that's the whole point of getting top four. It's supposed to help you progress. We're just pocketing the money. It's frustrating, but at the end of the day, is this all down to the stadium? I don't know.
It's got to be.
Has to be. It's the only excuse, the only viable excuse they have. Otherwise, it's just a joke.
But even if that's an excuse, why come out and lie to us and why come out and lie and saying the stadium budget and the transfer budget have no links whatsoever?
They want us to renew our season ticket.
Yeah, but by the time those comments were out, the season ticket renewals have been done.
I don't know then. They just lied. I think they just lie. Either they're lying to. I don't believe for a second that Pochettino doesn't want any signings. There's these people saying, "Oh, Pochettino's happy with no signings."
He never said he didn't want any signings.
No, but people are saying that.
He said that there was no one targets that we couldn't bring in that was on his list. He couldn't bring them in. And, you saw what happened with Jack Grealish. That was a disgrace in itself.
Oh, my God. That was a joke. That was a disaster class of a deal. Like, how can we wait so long and then we just ruined it? We just absolutely ruined the deal by waiting and waiting, trying to get the best deal. And then the new investors came and that was it. It's gone. It's hard not to be extremely frustrated.
So where does this leave Levy?
Listen, Levy's done exceptional stuff for the club. Do I believe he's the right guy to take us forward? I think at the moment, given what the transfer window has just happened, the jury, you have to say, is out. But I would say on that matter, whether he can take us to the next level, what I would say is that if we do end up improving on last season, then you will all have to eat our words, which is fair enough.
Listen, I don't think it's beyond all realms of possibility for us to improve this season.
It's not beyond possibility. It's just very unlikely.
Even
a lot of things have to go right for that to happen. Everyone has to stay fit.
Yeah. That's the main thing. That's the main thing.
Everyone has to stay fit. No one, all the squad has to stick together. No one can get disgruntled about no signings. We have to keep our freshness. We have to keep our competitiveness, even though the first team know they're the first team because we've got no one else to come in. So a lot of things have to fall into place if we are going to improve this. It doesn't mean it can't happen. It can, but it's going to be a lot harder. We haven't given ourselves the best chance. And why not give ourselves the best chance?
What I'm most worried about is the fans at the moment.
Yeah.
Because all over Twitter, it's come to like a height now, but it's been going on for quite a while now, Levy in, Levy out. But I just got to stress that everyone in football has their own opinion, yeah? Everyone needs to respect each other's opinion, and everyone at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club need to pull together now and become as one. We're not like those guys down the road. We don't want to become a split fan base, all right? We need to stick as one and all sing from the same hymn sheet. Support the lads for the whole 90 minutes, no arguments. If you've got a difference of opinion, you've got to talk it out. We're all one family. Tottenham Hotspur is a family. We're not like those guys down the road. So please, guys, let's stay as one.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Just because I'm pissed off how the transfer window has been, doesn't mean I'm not going to be there week in, week out supporting this team. I'm not going to start doing Levy out.
We're Tottenham till we die, and that's the end of it.
I back this team. I believe this team can achieve things. It's just so obvious that these improvements needed to be done to take us to the next level, and whether we can achieve what we want to achieve as a club without these improvements in the short term remains to be seen. But it's just
it's very frustrating.
It's very frustrating. I want to make it clear that I'm not turning negative against Spurs. I'm not going to start protesting or anything. That's not the aim of this. The aim is just to make it clear that we're not happy with what happened in the transfer window, and that's all.
100%. We go on now. We got Newcastle this weekend, first game of the season. Check out for our preview of Newcastle Fans TV. It's going to be out later tonight. Like, subscribe, comment. Tell us your thoughts on the transfer window. Tell us your thoughts how we move forward from this. And as always, come Spurs!